1-800-449-8255. And it's time for Thursday, September, 21, 2023. Look at this orange guy right here on the Sharkadoodle-Doo show, everybody. Ex-White House aide reveals why Trump wouldn't wear a mask during pandemic. Well, me, Sharky, I always wear my mask. I can shield my identity also, you guys. Like, nobody will mess with me so much at 1-800-449-8255, the Sharkadoodle-Doo show. Shannon Doherty, battling cancer, gets emotional after standing ovation at Florida 90s con. That's me, Sharky. I was like, could have made it in the 90s, but didn't exactly. But who knows? That's a whole other program right here on the Sharkadoodle-Doo show. Oh, dude, did you see this one? Video shows frantic moments after highly venomous snake bites Amazon driver. Dude. I'm looking for the snake bite. I'm like, God, why did you make snakes? He's like, Sharky, it's kind of like mushrooms. Some are venomous, some aren't. I once asked my dad that, you guys. I'm all, hey, Dad, how come there's poison mushrooms and non-poison? He's like, Sharky, same reason there's poisonous snakes and non-poison. I'm like, yeah, it's a good answer, Dad. 1-800-449-8255, a Sharkadoodle-Doo show. Oregon mom who waterboarded baby, put him in freezer, gets 30 days in jail. Dude, what? 30 days? She's like, yeah, Sharky, I'm a liberal. It was a liberal judge. And in fact, there were like these Republicans there, and the judge threw them all out of the court. And not only that, the judge put them in jail, just like with no witnesses, no evidence, no nothing. But like this lady, you got witnesses, evidence. You know, she waterboarded a baby and then put him in a freezer and gets 30 days in jail, Sharky. That seems like not very rough justice, Mick. And dude, that's very lenient. I mean, that's what I don't like about liberal jurisprudence, you guys. I mean, liberals are just always, I mean, she just should go to jail just for looking guilty, you guys. They should at least tack on another 30 days. Make it 60 days in jail, you know, or really it should be 60 years at 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark Show. I mean, this lady will get out and she'll probably do it again. Who's that? Caitlyn Jenner? Oh, God. I'd rather look at Caitlyn Jenner than at that. At 1-8. Oh, that kind of looks like somebody I know. Oh, my God. With the glasses, yeah. But Caitlyn Jenner sues Oprah. Dude, where's this one going? Cindy Crawford calls out Oprah. Cindy Crawford? That's Cindy Crawford? Oh, shit, dude. Those facial things don't work at all at 1-800-449-8255. I ain't buying that shit. I ain't going to buy that serum. No way. Cindy Crawford calls out Oprah Winfrey for 1986 interview about facial creams, and they don't work, you guys. And there's the proof. 1-800-449-8255. This guy's like, you got it, Sharky. I'm even laughing at that one. I'm like, thank you. The tip's outside in the jar. And Oprah's like, I don't think you're funny, Sharky. And I'm like a judge at a liberal court in like Los Angeles. And I'm like, dude, I'm like, I'll be cool, Oprah. She's like, no, I'm going to sentence you to 30 days just for being like, you look like a Trump voter. And I'm like, what? Well, what does a Trump voter look like, Judge Oprah? And she's like, they look like you, Sharkadoodle Doo, white and arrogant and like angry. I'm like, today I'm in a good mood, Judge Oprah. I'm happy. She's like, I don't care. You look angry and arrogant. God, she looks like this lady. You guys, I'm not going to go there. A lady I know who like lied about Clark the Shark in court at like a hearing. It wasn't really court, you guys. I guess the judge is like, Sharky, you don't need witnesses. You don't need evidence. You just, come on. Admit you're wrong, Sharky. This judge right here says so. Caitlyn Jenner's lie. Like, come on, Sharky, you're guilty. I'm Caitlyn Jenner, and I know that this lady is right about you, Sharky. You look guilty at 1-800-449-8255 on the Clark the Shark Show. P18 allegedly killed ex-girlfriend, her mom, after learning of new relationship. Dude, allegedly, but somebody got killed here, dude. I'm thinking it was the P18 that probably did it right here on the Clark the Shark Show. 1-800-449-8255. And I don't know why they put allegedly, or who knows, maybe that's one of those liberal allegedly ones where they got unnamed, unknown sources they're quoting. Like me, Sharky, I always go with the source that's anonymous. Whenever I do or say anything, I don't look at the facts, or I want to clean out the junk of my hard drive, you guys. I got a hard drive in my brain that needs to be cleaned out. Maybe I'll eat like some Ritz crackers or watch Dancing with the Stars at 1-800-449-8255. WGA strike. Dancing with the Stars premiere eyes delay as celebrities begin to drop out amid WGA strike. Oh, I thought that said MAGA strike. I guess nobody listens to MAGA anymore right here on the Sharky Show. I still got to clean out my brain. I actually got viruses and junk and malware and spyware in my brain right here on the Clark the Shark Show. Dude, they got to build a program for like your brain, maybe Prozac or Zoloft, or they can clean out your hard drive and your brain. Shark, eat some Ritz crackers. 1-800-449-8255. Police say a man and woman are dead after an apparent murder-suicide inside a Georgia Walmart. Well, dude, if you're going to do it, I guess Walmart, that's the place. And this moose is like, Sharky, the moose outside should have told you, Sharky. I'm like, I'm going to listen to the moose because, like, Wally World is closed, Shark. You ought to know that. I'm like, well, did they close Florida, Dad? They're like, no, Sharky, just the moose outside should have told you right here on the Clark the Shark Show. 1-800-449-8255. This lady's like, mother of 6-year-old who shot his teacher in Virginia could be jailed for failing drug tests. What? Mother of 6-year-old boy who shot his teacher. I guess the 6-year-old shot the teacher, and this lady's like, yeah, Sharky, the teacher was white, duh. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, hey, that's why I say, hey, man, nice shot. She's like, Sharky, I don't want no white people teaching my kid, and now I'm going to get jailed for failing a drug test, Sharky, at 1-800-449-8255. And I'm like, if your 6-year-old is shooting teachers, y'all might just be on drugs, lady, at 1-800-449-8255 at Clark the Shark Show. And she's like, no way, Sharky, I'm totally sane. I just don't like certain people. Injured Grand Canyon hiker says his 4 friends were unjustly vilified after officials falsely claimed the group left him. See, remember me, Sharky? I said that yesterday. The story stunk of BS, and there you go, you guys. Sharky was proven kind of right. Look at that beautiful Grand Canyon. Like, dude, I would never Dude, I wouldn't hike the Grand Canyon. I don't even leave the house, you guys. It's like too dangerous out there. And oh, look at all those eggs. Farmer found hundreds of human eggs in his crops. Human eggs, you guys. That's us. And people are like, no, Sharky. I'm like, yeah, those are human eggs, embryos. They're like aborted. People are like, no, Sharky. I'm like, yeah, I know. They're like chicken or fish or, who knows, dude. Farmer found hundreds of eggs in his crops. Dude, was it like an Easter egg hunt, Sharky? I don't know. 1-800-449-8255. Who's putting eggs in his crops? That's weird. I don't even, dude. Farmer found hundreds of eggs in his crop. Maybe they're like fertilizer, Sharky. At 1-800-449-8255. Pro-Trump attorney to be prosecution witness in Georgia election case. Yeah, dude, they were trying to, a bunch of people were like, dude, it's going to go nowhere. Like, come on. I mean, trying to overturn election, I don't think it is even illegal, you guys. You would have to go take the building by force, like hijack it or like carjack the building and say, okay, now hear this with a megaphone. Like we're in control. We have assumed control. Like that Rush 2112. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show. You can choose a ready guide in some celestial shark. If you choose not to decide, Shark still has made a choice. Dude, we have free will. We can like go down there and say, hey, I'm Sharkadoodle-Doo. I want to recount the votes. I want to yell at you guys like you locked out the Republican vote watchers. And this guy's like, no, Sharky, I'm going to plea bargain and I'm just going to make shit up against Trump and it still won't work. They're still going to throw it all out, you guys. Like there's no way to bust anyone for overturning an election, or fuck, they would have done it to Hillary, you think, you guys, or maybe Stacey Abrams, or the Democrats that are pissed about George Santos. I mean, come on, you guys. Let's be fair here on the Sharkadoodle-Doo show and have some consistency at least. 1-800-449-8255. Oh, look at this demon. Takeaways from fiery hearing with attorney douchebag Merrick Satan. Yeah, dude. Like, yeah, dude, we dodged a bullet. This douchebag could have been on the Supreme Court. Oh my God, help us, you guys. Dude, I didn't know these were that big. The Clydesdales, like, that thing big too at 1-800-449-8255. Shark is like, that's a bird, Shark. There's like a goose in there. I'm like, I ain't no goose. It looks like dude, that kind of looks like an emu in there. 1-800-449-8255, a Sharky Show. This guy's like, no, Shark. Big things get big results. Look at me. I'm like stuck inside the Clydesdales at 1-800-449-8255 because they're big, Sharky, and biggest gets best. Remember that, Sharky, when you were a kid, they were always like, biggest gets best. Archaeologists unearth wooden structure built 500,000 years ago that proves evolution is real and Christ is false and Republicans are evil. Archaeologists unearthed it, you guys. Dinosaurs and UFOs are real for sure because like the DNA at 1-800-449-8255 in this wooden structure built 500,000 years ago. I don't even know what that is. That looks like a Clydesdale, like in the video before, you guys. About the same thing, or maybe an emu at 1-800-449-8255, a Sharkadoodle-Doo show right here on a Thursday at 11:10 a.m., you guys. September 21, U.S. government to relaunch free COVID-19 home test program. Well, yeah, man, like, COVID, like, they should, like, investigate all the people dying, like, who got the shot. But they're like, no, Sharky, They're only dying because of MAGA Republicans are making them die at 1-800-449-8255 on the Sharkadoodle Doo show. But like, this guy's like Thursday Night Football, how to watch the Giants versus Niners. Yeah, liberals will show you how to watch, you guys. And like Elijah McClain said, I can't breathe 7 times as he was lying handcuffed on the ground. Prosecutors say, I believe it. You know, cops, like, sometimes they embellish. I mean, one time, me, Clark the Shark, I had a scary situation where I was driving home from the gym, and like these 4 cops surrounded me, dude, and were like, "Get out of the car, Sharky. Why are you all sweaty? Have you been using meth, crack cocaine, or have you been using any?" Like, oh, dude, I was smoking like this Caterpillar, officer, I swear. And then I went on a ride. I went on a run at the gym, and there's Giselle again. She's always on here, you guys. Or is that Caitlyn Jenner? Same shit. I don't even fucking know. 1-800-449-8255 is Sharkadoodle-Doo. But anyway, these cops were like, dude, they kind of, one looked like this guy, and the other were like 3 black dudes. And they were like, it was scary, dude. They were like, "Why are you all sweaty, Sharky? And why are you driving this red truck with all this stuff in the back?" I'm like, "I'm a swimming pool guy. I clean swimming pools, officer." And they put me in handcuffs and the whole thing. And it delayed me coming home from the gym. And my wife's like, "Where the hell were you?" Like, my wife thought, "What are you doing out there, Sharky?" I'm like, "I swear, wife, these cops pulled me over and like they were like handcuffed me. Nobody believed me." But it's true, you guys, right here on the Sharkadoodle-Doo show. And God's like, look at this, Sharky, this highly venomous neurotoxic caterpillar that God created. He even wears like a coat with an insignia on the back. The poisonous saddleback caterpillar spotted in Virginia. Dude, is this like one of those Chinese? Like, it came from China. And God's like, you better be good, Sharky, because look at the spines. Look at the needles on this bad boy. And I'm like, there is a God. Like, this thing looks organized, like it was created. There's no way that just evolved. Or God's like, Sharky, what do you think of me now? You believe yet? I'm like, God, I thought you were kind of a jerk before, but fucking A, dude, you invented this deadly, funny-looking UFO. This looks like it's right off a UFO alien, and God's like, Sharky, it might be off a UFO alien craft, like that Will Smith Independence Day. This dude, how venomous is this thing? I remember I used to like to collect caterpillars and watch them turn into butterflies, but I'm afraid what this thing gonna turn into. God's like, well, I built that thing, Sharky, so don't even laugh at it. Matter of fact, Sharky, don't question it. And I'm like, dude, this thing looks weird, God. Do you ever like smoke weed, dude? He's like, what do you think, Sharky? Take a look at this thing. It's even got like it's wearing like a sweater. It's like a deadly thing with neurotoxic, maybe even like necrotizing venom, like a brown recluse or a prairie rattler or a black widow, or like, who knows what kind of venom it's got, Sharky. But you can tell this thing was built by a supreme being, you guys. There is a God, because just check this thing out. This did not just happen. I mean, it's got like a logo. It's got an insignia. It's wearing a sweater. It's almost like it's on Happy Days. Like it could be in Weezer, but like it's from another planet too. Like, it's got sharp needles and spines and pricks all over it. It's got like 50 legs like a centipede. God's like, that's right, Sharky. Now that you've seen this, never question again whether I exist. And I'm like, dude, now I'm scared shitless of you. Don't send me to a bad fiery place where there's a lot of these things crawling around, Lord. And he's like, I just might, Sharky. If you ain't good and you don't say your prayers at 1-800-449-8255 on the Sharkadoodle-Doo show. And I'm like, God, don't send me where Caitlyn Jenner or Gisele Bündchen or Cindy Crawford or like Ellen or like this guy. Lord, please don't send me to hell. I swear to God, Lord, I love you. Please forgive me for my sins. Don't send me where Rupert Murdoch is going to go. God's like, well, Sharky, you might get a pass. I won't send you down to. This is Satan, you guys. That is the face of evil. That is the devil, 666. That's Caitlyn Jenner's like, Sharky, don't make fun of trans people. I'm like, that ain't trans. That's a fucking female. That's Giselle at 1-800-449-8255. That looks trans. I mean, holy shit, dude. I wouldn't even masturbate to forget it. It's a family show. You guys, if I was into ugly porn, dude, all right, I've said enough right here on the Sharky Show. This guy's like, you got to watch it, Sharky. I'm Rupert Murdoch. And when you say the wrong thing, you can get sued by a liberal. Because liberals they're like, you slandered me, Sharky, at 1-800-449-8255. And I'm like, Rupert, I didn't say anything bad about you. He's like, yeah, you did, Sharky. You taped me. I was secretly talking about like black people, and you taped me. I'm like, it's okay though. You're like the guy that owned the Clippers. You're like some old white guy. There ain't no invasion of privacy with you, Rupert. He's like, well, you might have a point there, Sharky, so I got to watch what I say. And you too, Shark, right there on that Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255. And I'm like, don't worry. I'm careful, you guys, because I'm into democracy and that building right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, what a government shutdown would do to Republicans. Here's what happens if funding runs out. Oh, yeah, we're $100 trillion in debt and we're worried about funding at 1-800-449 on the Clark the Shark Show. And God's like, well, Shark, you need funding, duh. And I'm like, well, what kind of like at the church when they pass the basket? And God's like, yeah, Sharky, keep it all going. He's like, people think I just want your money, Sharky. And they're right. I do want your money because Sharky wants your money on 1-800-449-8255, the fabulous Sharkadoodle-Doo show right here. Nestle bottled water from California Spring for 100 years. It's illegal and must stop. Dude, illegal? You're saying water is illegal? Well, the liberals are afraid of, wait a minute, dude. Nestle bottled water from California Spring, 100 years, dude, and it was illegal the whole time. Oh, yeah, dude, well, we let like illegals come in here. Are they illegal? And Democrats are like, well, they're humans, Shark. They're not cattle. And I'm like, well, like, can I go to their country? Can Sharky go, just go down to Mexico and live there? And liberals are like, try it, Sharky. Maybe they'll let you live there. If it's too crowded here and the rent's too high, because the Democrats got 8 people living in apartments and the rent's $8,000 a month. And I'm like, yeah, I'll go down and live in Mexico. 1-800-449-8255, a Sharkadoodle-Doo show. This guy looks like Will Smith in like the Independence Day, like he's a military guy just gonna punch an alien or shoot an alien or kick an alien. Like he even looks like an alien. At 1-800-449-8255. Senate confirms chairman of Joint Chiefs. Big deal. What, dude, how is that news? Tuberville still blocking hundreds of military nominees. Well, they're probably right-wing MAGA military nominees. Duh. Of course the liberals are going to block them. Rare currency, 10,000 bill from Great Depression. Dude, I need that $10,000 bill right now because my rent is $10,000 a month. At 1-800-449-8255 right here on the Clark the Shark Show. Rare currency, 10,000 bill from Great Depression sells for $480,000. Dude, it's only worth $10,000. Whoever bought that. I guess couldn't figure that out at 1-800-449-8255, but whoever bought it might use it for rent right here in California, and you're still going to come up short. And this dangerous child sex offender is like, he escaped. What? This escapes from St. Louis County Hospital on foot. Well, that's great, dude. The liberals let him go to a hospital, and now he got away. I bet he went to McDonald's at 1-800-449-8255. Billions and billions served. That's just like Sharkadoodle-Doo right here on the Clark the Shark Show from that fabulous golden EIB sharkerphone. It's not a microphone, you guys. It's the Wolfman Jack on crack. Shark-a-lama ding-dong. Clark the Shark right here on America's most amazing talk show, #1 rated show right here on KSFO Radio, San Francisco. And it's brought to you by McDonald's. Hamburgers, good for your heart. Dick Cheney and Elizabeth Cheney recommend them, baby. McDonald's hamburgers, billions and billions served and sold. That's just like me, Clark the Shark, at 1-800-449-8255 right here on the fabulous, crafted, amazing, difficult Clark the Shark Show, where I could drop the mic on Eminem or Jay-Z or Eazy-E or Dr. Dre. I drop the mic on everybody, you guys. I drop the mic on Tucker Carlson and Hannity and Hush Bimbo, you name it, Jim Rome, Howard Stern, Michael Savage, it don't matter who, baby, Morning Jerk, Morning Joe and his wife, I'll drop the mic on them too just for fun, because I'm brought to you by McDonald's at 1-800-449-8255, the fabulous McDonald's. They bring you heart attacks and like high cholesterol and you name it, baby. They get you out of the world. I remember when I was 5 years old, one of the first things Sharky ever ate was like McDonald's. And it'll probably be like the last thing I ever eat too. I'm not 5 years old, dude. Like my oldest memory, I was like 2 or 1 years old, and I was eating McDonald's. Me, yours truly, your humble servant, Sharkadoodle-Doo. And it's probably the last thing I'll ever eat too. And look at this hurricane, tropical storm conditions possible. Global warming caused it. It was caused by MAGA Republicans like Clark the Shark. We caused this hurricane, you guys, right here with our SUVs and Forerunners and, dude, all the like 4x4, 4-wheel drive mud trucks right here on the Clark the Shark Show, private jets, jetliners, all the pollution we do. It's only the MAGA people that cause hurricanes, you guys. And with our racism, like liberals are never racist. They just started slavery and, you name it, dude. Socialism, highly linked with slavery, you guys. I think that's why liberals are always proud of their background, like they're brown or they're white skin or they're black skin or Asian. They're always proud, you guys. Liberals and Democrats are always like, it's Pride Month or like Hispanic Pride or Black Pride or Asian Pride. And in the old days, in the 1800s, it was white pride. You notice that? The liberals, socialists. You guys, I think of communists, Nazis, liberals, Democrats, they're all on one page. They're all evil. They're all like 666, Satan. And on the other side of the coin are, Christian people or, just people who aren't liberal or, socialist. Or I think of Putin and Hitler and Zelensky and Gavin Newsom and Nancy Pelosi and Biden and Clinton and Obama all as one thing, you guys. They're all evil. And maybe it's them who caused this hurricane, you guys, right here on the Clark the Shark Show. It wasn't even MAGA Republicans or any of that. It was, it was liberals. And I'm not saying MAGA people are perfect either. They're just, worship a Bible or a God. They're just like liberals, but instead of government, they worship God. I mean, they're like the same thing, really. Everyone's the same, you guys. Everyone's power hungry, and they all say, "Oh, I'm not greedy. I share with everyone. I'm not a socialist." Or oh, maybe I am because I'm sharing with everyone at 1-800-449-8255 right here on the Clark the Shark Show. And maybe we're all causing global warming and hurricanes. And Michael Moore's like, no, Sharky, it's the MAGA people only. And God's like, well, I'll judge everyone right here on the Clark the Shark Show. I won't just judge MAGA people, or Bill Maher's like, well, it's the MAGA people. God's like, well, I'm going to judge liberals too because they're not perfect either, Bill Maher. Bill Maher's like, well, we're the lesser of two evils at 1-800-449-8255. And me, Clark the Shark, I think Republicans, conservatives, pragmatics are the lesser of two evils, you guys. I think, those isms, communism, socialism, I think they're all on one page, whether it's Putin or Khrushchev or Brezhnev or Hitler or Nancy Pelosi or Adam Schiff, they're all on one page. And maybe it's them who, ate the apple and unleashed the hurricane or the tornado. Because God's like, I made heaven, Sharky, and you guys fell when you ate the apple of knowledge. And I'm like, well, maybe it was Adam Schiff who fell, God, and it wasn't me at all. Clark the Shark right here on the Shark-a-Doodle-Doo show from the golden EIB Sharkerphone. It's not a microphone, it's a Sharkerphone, and I'll drop it on Eminem or Dr. Dre or Hannity or Hush Bimbo or Howard Stern. Oh, dude, I'd love to fucking drop a mic on Howard Stern. I would. I'd drop the mic on everybody because I'm number one worldwide. Me, Clark the Shark, right here on the Clark the Shark Show. And I'm so big, I could even sue Tesla and Elon Musk. I might win, I might lose, I don't know. But they sued Tesla's board for excess. Now they want to be paid $10,000 an hour. That's me. You better pay me, Clark the Shark, at 1-800-449-8255. I want $10,000 an hour just to sit here and do the Clark the Shark Show because I dropped the mic on everybody, baby. Aspartame could cause memory and learning deficits. Yeah, dude, it's like saccharin. It's not good for you. It probably changes your nuclear DNA. And liberals are like, damn, Sharky knows a lot of big words. I'm like, yeah, I'm not just some redneck like MAGA voter. They're like, how do you know about aspartame, Sharky? And I'm like, because sometimes I drink diet soda at 1-800-449-8255. And they're like, Sharky, you shouldn't drink that diet soda. It causes cancer. Just like that saccharin back in the 70s. You remember that, Sharky? And I'm like, I'll drink a Diet Coke. I don't care. I'm the Teflon Shark. I survive this Diet Coke or Sugar Coke or Coca-Cola. It don't matter. They could even put fentanyl in that Diet Coke. I don't care. Shark-a-Doodle-Doo going to live forever. I'm going to live to be 10,000 drinking aspartame every single day right here on the Shark-a-Doodle-Doo show. 1-800-449-8255. A 3-year-old dies while crossing Rio Grande near Eagle Pass. Well, don't blame the 3-year-old. It was the person who doesn't realize it's cheaper to live down there than in America. All you people, you migrants coming here, get ready to pay $8,000 a month rent in the Democrat blue district that you're going to. It's going to be very expensive right here on the Clark the Shark Show. 1-800-449-8255. And Boston College suspends swimming and diving program for hazing Clark the Shark. And I thank them. They shouldn't be hazing me at 1-800-449-8255. White House chides U.S. Ambassador for, God, this thing moves fast, to Japan for taunting China on X. Dude, like Elon Musk is like, come on, man, China, you're not messing with the X at 1-800-449-8255. Hunter Biden ordered to appear. Good, dude. I hope they fucking indict this guy. Hunter Biden. Oh, dude, arraignment. They're going to take a picture of a mugshot of this douchebag, just like Trump, at 1-800-449-8255. Looks like it's payback time, baby. Karma coming to Hunter Biden. A new mugshot is coming down the pike right here on the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255. Hunter Biden is going to get a mugshot, and that's what you get for taking a mugshot of Trump right here on the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255. Arraignment, good. Maybe they'll arraign Biden next. Who knows? Look at her. She's like, doctor shares 3 smart tips for staying healthy and living forever like her. She just jogs and runs every day. And I'm like, you better be careful, little lady. You know, bad things can happen. You know, like that Cat Stevens song. There's a lot of bad and beware. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Do, 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 do. And it's, you know, I always remember you as a child girl right here on the Clark the Shark Show. My advice is, ladies, don't go jogging all alone out there. You should stay home and listen to Clark the Shark at 1-800-449-8255. Don't try to stay young and healthy forever, because you're not going to live forever. Only Clark the Shark will live forever. Oh, God, is that Wiener? Vivek Ram. I thought it was Wiener. Ramaswamy. It's the Republican Swami, you guys. Shares his family's citizenship story and how it shaped 2 hardline policy proposals. He's a hardliner, that Ramaswamy. He looks like Anthony Weiner there. I swear, you guys, that him and Weiner been seen in the same room. Dude, dude, with the hair and the nose, that is Weiner. 1-800-449-8255 on the Clark the Shark Show. Anthony Weiner shares heartwarming immigrant story, how he came here from Weinerville. I don't know, you guys. 1-800-449-8255. The killer, dude, SUV. Dude, it's what? Killer new SUV. Oh, dude, talk about baby killers, or I don't know, dude. Americans not sold on Biden impeachment, but I am Clark the Shark. I don't care what the polls, I don't care what any fake poll says. I hope they impeach this old fart and throw away the key, even though impeachment won't do a doggone thing, you guys. And Biden's like, yeah, sure, it won't even matter. I'll cut a fart and drink Metamucil and cut another fart. And take the thing, go to the bathroom, take a like the thing. I cut a fart and take the fucking thing. Like, impeachment don't bother me, Sharky. And I'm like, Biden, it should bother you. You're going to get impeached just like Trump. He's like, Americans aren't sold on it, Sharky. They're not sold. I'm like, guess what? I'm sold, Joe. Y'all are getting impeached at 1-800-449-8255. He's Sharky. He's like, you're one of them MAGA Republicans, like, Sharky. Like, I'm gonna go in the bathroom and try to take the thing. I might just fart, like old fart. I drink a Metamucil, take some Geritol, and like, you know, the thing. I sit on that thing and take a thing at 1-800-449-8255, Sharky. I'm like, you can't do. I'm like, Joe, you fall down when you get on a plane. You fall down on a microphone at 1-800-449-8255, Sharky. I was just up there on the thing, talking to the crowd on that thing, and I fell down. I tripped over. It was the thing's fault, though. I tripped over something on the ground, and it was its fault, Sharky. I swear to God. At 1-800-449-8255. Get a load of this guy. He's like, he tripped over a thing, Sharky. He had to go in the toilet and take a thing, sit down on the thing, like a Metamucil, cut a fart. He tried to fart, but all that popped out, Sharky, was a thing. It even gets higher polls than his presidency, Sharky, at 1-800-449-8255. He's like, well, Sharky, I'm going to be reelected because they got mail-in votes anyway, and there's nothing you can do, Sharky. And if you question it, they'll just like arrest you and say like you're an election denier. They got like electronic machines that 135% Democrat turnout, 120% Democrat. They're all just voting, Sharky, and they count the votes over in Germany like Hitler counts the votes, Sharky. That thing, that electronic thing that we use to vote, Sharky, or like you can mail in that thing on the ground, Sharky. You know how people write a scribble signature. They just pick up a ballot and they mail that thing, and people are like, Shark, you're an alarmist. You're like a conspiracy theorist. I'm like, yeah, people from Canada, people from Mexico, people from all over the world come here and they pick up that thing off the porch or on the grass, or they go in your living room and there's a thing laying there and they write a scribble signature and then they mail it, Sharky. And Biden's like, that's a conspiracy theory. You're an alarmist, Sharky, like a MAGA January 6th, like MAGAnomics, Sharky. You don't know what you're talking about because I got to go in the bathroom and take a that thing. I'm like, anything you take in the toilet, Joe, look like you. Watch it swirl down the fucking toilet. It looked like Joe Biden. It looked like that thing, like you, sir, President thing, you. And Biden's like, I just fall down, Sharky, because I got to go to sleep. It's 1 o'clock, Sharky. It's time for that bed thing at 1-800-449-8255. I'm like, Trump's a fucking complete retard, and even he's a better president than you, Joe. That thing, Joe's like, well, look at me. My son Hunter's about to get like indicted, Sharky, and arraigned. They're gonna do a mugshot. Nobody f's with a Biden, Sharky. I'm like, guess what, Joe? They about to f with you and Hunter and arraign your son and take a mugshot, Joe. Maybe it'll look like this at 1-800-449-8255, Joe. And he's like, well, Sharky, maybe I might look like that thing, like, those things you pick up on the ground, you mail them. What do they call those things? Like that voting thing, the absentee vote ballot, mail-in ballot. Sharky, remember when COVID? Like everyone's wearing a mask, like everyone was mailing in that thing. I think that's how Democrats win, or it's either that or maybe they count the votes over on that thing, like in Spain or Germany, like. And people are like, no, they count the votes in the county, Sharky. You're being a conspiracy theorist, like an alarmist. And then later on they go, oh, no, they do count the votes over in Spain. Like, in fact, George Soros counts the votes. Like, actually, it's his machine that does it. And Joe's like, well, that's because, like, it's that thing, Sharky, that voting thing, that electronic thing, like. I'm like, hey, Joe, why don't we get rid of that thing, like that electronic voting? He's like, no, Sharky, because that thing votes Democrat. I'm like, yeah, no shit. At 1-800-449-8255 on the Clark the Shark Show. This guy's like, yeah, Sharky, you're an election denier, and I can prove it. In fact, I'm with the U.S. military, Sharky. You're a denier of elections, and I'm going to have a court martial. We're going to have a military trial where we put you on military trial, Sharky, in the new LGBTQ military, where we got no witnesses, no evidence in the courtroom. I'm like, wait, I'm not even in the military. This guy's like, it doesn't matter, Sharky. You're an election denier. We're going to take you down to Georgia and try you with no witnesses, like no nothing, Sharky, because like you deny elections. And I'm like, I didn't even go to like Georgia that day, you guys. I never even left my house. And they're like, yeah, but you were thinking about it.